All right, welcome once again to Sin Bin Stream. Wednesday night hockey. We have the Florida Panthers at Utah Mammoth in Salt Lake City, Utah. Hello to Gracie. Thanks for being here. How did the Sabres do? I can't remember. They won yesterday, right? We did that game. That was a thing. Beat the Oilers in overtime. Right. How soon I forget. All right. Catching up on the other scores. If you have TNT, True TV, or HBO Max, Blackhawks up 2-0 in Chicago. 48 seconds to go, second period. Louis Crevier is third. Connor Bedard is 19th. Red Wings up 2-0 in Calgary on the Flames. DeBrincat's 15th. Sandin Pellikka, his third. Later tonight, Kings Kraken, about another hour or so. Zane, hello to you. Yeah, we had a good afternoon of... I skipped Gracie, sorry. We had a good afternoon of men's and women's college basketball. Thanks if you were there for that. And then the poll, 3 votes, 2 for the Mammoth, 1 for the Panthers. Hello, Ronald Duffney as well. Thank you. How do you feel about the Oilers scored in the last second? But then, yeah, that was wild. But that earned them a point, you know. I'm sure they were like, all right, we're good to go. They're playing much better than they had been. But, all right, hold on. I got to get that live. That's muted. I mean, it's a great, at least Buffalo prevailed in overtime, right? Oof. Yeah, my red lips all red. They didn't, out of conference game, and they got the 2. So that was important for Buffalo. And all right, looks like we got the starting goalies. I got to get my software up too, in case they come back in a minute and start. Excuse me. Bobrovsky in net for the Florida Panthers. Vamelka. So we got both starters in for Utah. All right, let's get the software up so I get that. Oh, I forgot to fix my schedule. I'll have to work on that at the first intermission. But tomorrow we got a doubleheader. All right, Utah in like their black. All right, Florida in white, so I will flip those colors. Blue pants, but they got the red stripes. But what do you think? I mean, that was a great comeback by the Oilers. They get the point, but disappointment on the loss. All right, we are underway. First period. Florida going right to left. Mammoth going left to right. Salt Lake City, Utah at the Delta Center. Long blue line shot is blocked. Schmaltz into the near circle. Behind the Florida net. Nope, he hit it into the near corner. Pardon me. Puck comes loose to the crease or to the slot. Sent back in the near corner. Now around to the far corner. 19-20. 19-15 now. All right, I think I got it in sync. No shots on goal yet. Gracie needs Utah to win. Well, yeah, Florida's Eastern Conference. I understand that. Pass got through to the far circle. Nobody was right outside the crease and ready for it. Long shot off from the blue line. That is saved. Currently, we're on the Utah feed. Still no shots on goal. I thought that last one got through. All right, puck picked up by Florida finally. TV says 1-0. Not on NHL.com yet, though. All right, Florida lost it in the near circle, taken behind their own net. Utah, that was Cole. Into the near circle, centering pass, went through the crease, and everybody else. Good attempt by Boot. B-U-T is Boot. And dumped in. Yeah, the most Canadian sounding name ever. At any rate, Mammoth counter into the far circle. That is Boot again. He turns it over. Florida going the other way. All right, it is 1-0 Mammoth shots. Puck is behind the net. I think that would be Dursey. He has it. Cross ice pass. Dumped in from the red line. Behind the net. Ooh, big hit. Somebody got knocked down by O'Brien. Florida counters. 17.5 to go. Opening period. To the near circle. Taken behind the net. It was Mikola. In the near circle, pass gets away. Picked up by Florida in front of their own net by Seth Jones, former Blackhawk, last year. And taken back behind the net. Florida waits for the breakout. That would be Forsling with the puck. Off the near boards, dumped in by Forsling. To the far corner. Still no shot on goal for Florida. Puck in the far boards. Oh, they got the Sinclair advertisement. I should have put that sign up. That was icing on the Mammoth at 1640. So draw in their own end. Let's go Utah, says Zane. I'm hoping on Sunday that we beat the Kraken. That was for the second time. We only beat the once. Oh, yeah. No worries, Zane. I appreciate you being here. Totally fine. Face off. Mammoth scoop it up. Going the other way is Peterka. He centers it. It hits. Oh, kept it at the blue line by Dursey. He sends it to the near corner. Schmaltz, no, that was Keller who centered it. It got through the far circle. Florida counters and dumps it in from the red line into the near corner. Behind the net. Battle for the puck. Loose in the far corner. Back to the blue line. Kept in, I think, by Jones, maybe. And sent around by Mikola. He has it in the near boards. Battle for the puck in the near corner. Blue line pass. Kept in by Reinhardt. Shot goes wide into the near corner. Peterka behind his own net. He'll take it out to the near far circle, make that and dump it. But it's picked up by Mikola. Sent to Seth Jones. He's in the near circle. He takes it back to the blue line. Into the near circle. Behind the net, missed the pass. Kept in at the blue line for Florida. Long possession off the near boards. Puck gets away in the near corner. And let's see. Sent around behind the net. Vamelka plays it into the far boards. Taken out by the Utah Mammoth. I think no, it's not O'Brien. Who is that? Oh, Carcone. Oh, puck was loose in the crease. Somebody broke a stick. And I believe this would probably be a Florida penalty here at 14:59. Boot got his stick broken. Slashing on Belinsky, number 26. So Mammoth head to the power play. Yeah, I'm kind of sick of Florida. I mean, they've won 2 straight cups. I do love Bobrovsky, but they've gotten Brad Marchand, so. Is that his name? Belinsky's. Yeah. Meant to say I'm hoping to beat the Kraken on Sunday. We only win. Oh, you usually split with them. Okay, I gotcha. That makes sense. No problem. Yeah, we'll have that game on Sinbin stream. That's the only 7 o'clock game. After Packer Broncos. All right, on the power play, Again, in my thing, I show the penalized player. The advantage is 5 for Utah, and the 4 is for Florida. So a little backwards. I think it's more like an international hockey thing than an NHL hockey thing. Man, we are on the rafter cam for a little bit for some reason, or scoreboard. That was a shot by Florida finally from the near far circle, make it, and steered aside by Vemelka. And they clear it again. Florida trying to get a line change. Not sure about the Mammoth. They send it in. Behind the net, Seth Jones clears it down the length of the ice. Vemelka stops it. They still have over a minute on the power play. All right, drop pass. I think was that Sergachev. I'm mixing my teams. Schmaltz into the near board, sent around by Kraus. Puck is loose. Florida counters over the red line. Guess who? I think it's Brad Marchand. Is he on the kill? Yeah. Dumped in. The rat. In the near corner. Sent up the near boards. Kraus to the far side into the ozone. Right up the slot. Shot saved by Bobrovsky. Should be 2-1 shots on goal. Puck came loose to the crease or the slot and sent into the netting behind the net or behind the goal of Florida. So still 24 seconds on the Utah Mammoth power play. Oh, yeah, let's make sure we're muted and we have that ready so we can use the horn. Why is that one not live? Okay, there we go. All right, face off. Is this far circle? They just kicked out. They kicked out Hayton from the draw. Now the draw is 1. They keep it in at the blue line. Dursey, far circle. Back to the near circle. Dursey shot. Bobrovsky, big rebound. They're whacking at it near the crease. Bobrovsky with kick saves. He kept it out of the net, and there's 13-13 to go in the first. Pretty good screen job by Hayton. The puck actually hit him. He tried to slam in the rebound. Dursey with a great shot, but again, Hayton is the one that blocked it. He got in the way. Carcone tried to pass it to yeah. All right, I think the power play is almost over. Yeah, 9 seconds to go. Into the near corner. Along the near boards, and that's it. Out of the box. Back to 5-on-5. Excuse me. Goes over to make the line change. And a dump in by the Panthers. 4-1 shots on goal. Mammoth. Around behind the net, under 12:40 to go. Florida keeps it in. Shot blocked. Knocked down to the far circle. Backhander over the line to O'Brien. Shot and saved by Bobrovsky at 12:25. That'll be the under 14 media timeout. Probably got to beat Big Bob high. That's going to be a tough task, though. Just with the one penalty, Belinsky's slashed Daniil boot. Sabres tomorrow. No, I don't think I am. Hold on. Wait, when are they playing? Okay, I don't get Golden Knights Flyers. Oh, I'm doing Hurricanes Capitals because, man, Capitals draw big crowds. When do the Sabres play? Oh, yeah, we are. Canucks road trip. Yes, we are. Here, I'll put it up. I forgot to move everything up a day, and I didn't figure out Monday yet. So, yes, more Sabres. Sabres road game Thursday night at 9, and Sabres road game Sunday night at 7 Central. So those are the next 2 Buffalo Sabre games that I'm doing. They probably play in between there, I'm guessing. Pardon my voice. Still trying to finish this cold. All right, we got 3 votes for each team. 3-3. Yeah, Florida definitely been struggling this year. Mammoth, a bit of an up and down season, but it's kind of a wide open West beyond Avalanche and the Stars. East is pretty tough, top to bottom. Yeah, that's I'm doing both of them. I thought maybe they had a game in between there. All right, sounds cool, Zane. Free popcorn on the 16th, which is what? Next Tuesday. Enjoy. All right, we are back underway. Draw 1, kept in at the blue line, and a long shot. Another save by Big Bob. It's 4 1-shots on goal? That can't be right. This last one, I really thought they had one before the break, too. TV says 5-1, but I feel like that should have just been 15 or 6, or I'm sorry, 6. At any rate, Florida did not get it on net. Mammoth counter, far circle pass is blocked by Seth Jones into the far corner and cleared. Not quite all the way down. Sent behind the net. Near corner pickup and sent up the near boards. Pass to the near circle. Lost an edge was Kraus. He sends it back to the blue line. Cross ice pass. Long shot. Oh, redirected just wide. Rebound almost stuffed in. Now they say 6-2 shots. Near corner battle for the puck. Schmaltz picks the pocket, takes it behind the Florida net to the far circle, back to the blue line to Keller. Now Schmaltz to the slot. That shot is blocked into the near boards. Near corner, far corner now Schmaltz, back to Keller. Keller to Schmaltz, back to Keller. Far circle. Keller looking, sends it to the blue line. Now off the near boards. Keller in the slot. Shot. Bobrovsky steers it aside into the far boards. Still along the far boards. Blast from the blue line and saved again by Bobrovsky. 10:42 to go in the first. See if they add another shot yet. Still's at 8-2. All right, Cole heads to the bench for the Utah Mammoth. That was a nice pass off the near boards and a shot from the slot that Bobrovsky steered aside with the stick or the blocker. Just added the 9th shot for Mammoth. Yep, there it is. And hold on. We got to redo the draw. They just kicked out McBain. I think Boot just stepped in. If that's Boot, he is enormous. Very tall. I thought. I don't know. Yeah, he is pretty tall. Well, Florida got it down the length of the ice, but Mammoth already countered up the near boards. 10.5 to go, opening period. Behind the net, Utah passed. They tried to get it to Boot. Yeah, he's very tall compared to like some of the other Mammoth players like Carcone. All right, Florida counters, dumps it in from the red line into the near circle. That was by Greer. Puck is loose in front of the crease and Vejmelka freezes it at 10:03. Do not think there was any shot or anything. The puck just suddenly was free in front of him and he wisely froze it. Boy, I do love the Mammoth colors. And we got an injury, by the way. Who is that? It might be Schmidt. think it's 88. I do like that color blue like I've got here. And they wear black and, mostly black. But, all right, did Schmidt stay out there or no? Or did he get subbed out? Talking basketball now. Now they just kicked a Panther out of the draw. Stenlin just won the draw. Mammoth send it out to the red line. Tanev lost it, and Florida dumps it in. Near circle hit. To the nice shot from the near circle by Florida. Good kick save by Vejmelka. Behind the net for Florida. Centering. Near circle. Shot. Saved. Held on by Vejmelka at 9:40. We get the under 10 media timeout. And they should be adding, I would say, 2 shots on goal for Florida. Yeah, they never said what the missed whistle was for. Like, he had the stick. You can't see my right hand. And he kind of was just going like that. And did it hit his hand or the stick? There was just not a good explanation. They just said, we missed a whistle. But they didn't say what. It made no sense. I agree with you, Gracie. We've seen some questionable calls, I'd say. All sports, I know, but there are some interesting waved off goals and non-waved off goals that I've seen, I feel like, in the last week or two. Just been very odd. Yeah, because then Edmonton wouldn't have got that point either, which is important in the Western Conference. So I hear you. Oh, they did finally add those 2 shots, I see, for Florida. It's just very slow on NHL.com. Oh, let's check if anything changed so far. Back to tonight's games. Just underway in the third. Hawks still lead 2-0 in the United Center over the visiting Rangers. Rangers are excellent on the road, so don't count them out. They've had plenty of comebacks this year. I would assume mostly on the road. Them and the Kings, just road warriors, and just suffer terribly at home. Red Wings at the first intermission in Calgary lead the Flames 2-0. Later tonight, Kings-Kraken. Wish I could watch that game, but will not be able to. Face-off. What a weird camera angle that was. Kept in by Florida. Far circle. Mammoth still can't get it out. Into the far boards. Behind the Utah net. Dursey in the near corner takes a hit. Pass by Stenlin to the Mammoth bench area. At the red line, they take it back, and Dursey dumps it in. They just took a shot away from Utah. 8-4. In the near circle, battle for the puck. Seth Jones behind his own net. Sends it now a pass up the far boards. Both teams getting line changes. Sent in again by Mammoth. Peterka tried to get it in the near corner. Florida skates it out. Over the red line. Pass to the far circle. Shot. That hit I think that hit the crossbar. Not the post. Pretty sure. Going the other way. A goal for the Mammoth. Florida hits the crossbar on a shot, and the Mammoth counter the other way and get the first goal of the game. 1-0 on a breakaway. Very odd play there. They say Gunther's 12th. Yeah, so here's the one. Definitely, it might have hit the post or the corner. And a pass ahead and beat Bobrovsky 5-hole. Wow. I think. Well, they didn't get a good angle on it. Gunther. Yep, it was 5-hole. Bobrovsky was at the just at the top of the crease. And what a shot by Gunther. There's got to be an assist added for that. Oh, we're going to review for offside, I think. Oh my gosh, what was the music they were playing in Utah? What about the missed icing on Edmonton yesterday? Give them first goal of the game. Yeah, I don't remember that one as much, but you're right about that strange ruling on waving off the Buffalo goal, which would have given them a regulation win. At least they did win it in overtime, though. All right, I assume they're trying to see if Gunther was offsides. Boy, they got some weird music at no, the goal stands. If he was offsides, they didn't show a definitive look at it. So this stands 1-0. Puck in the far circle. Florida shoots it. Saved by Vmelka. Taken by, who was that? Sergachev. And Florida dumps it back in. That was Petrie. Behind the Utah net, up the near boards. Boot sends it to the red line. Carried in by the Mammoth. Oh, big hit in the near corner. Puck was centered to the crease, but only the Panthers were there. They got a 3-on-3 the other way, but they dump it in. Behind the net, scooped up by Lamoureux, sent to the near boards, dumped in from the red line by Florida. Lamoureux behind his own net. 9-5 shots on goal now. That is Stenlund, but he loses it in the near boards. It's cleared by Florida. Vmelka plays it to Lamoureux. And we're battling for the puck by the penalty box. And now carried in by Mikola. Down on the ice trying to get the puck was Cole. Puck gets deflected. Near circle shot. Big rebound. They missed the rebound. Would have had a wide open net. Fanned on that shot. Maybe got a little bit of the puck. Assumed he broke his stick, but didn't. All right, kept in at the blue line. Sent behind the Utah net. Big hit. Yeah, Florida still has it in the far corner. Now still not cleared. Peterka couldn't get it out. And now it's swept out. Neutral ice. Both teams getting a couple changes. Florida on the attack again. Sent up, let's see, near boards. Cross ice pass off the far boards. Tough angle shot. Deflected, I think, into the netting at 6:22. 9-7 shots on goal. So Florida's catching up in shots on goal. But Gunther's 12th on a great pass by Marino, and the Mammoth lead 1-0. We'll get the visualizer next commercial break. Far circle, face off, and they just kicked out. They kicked out Hayton. Krause will step in. Face off, 3-0 Chicago. Gracie says. Long shot from the blue line, steered aside by Vmelka over the red line for the Mammoth. Krause sends it on net. Bobrovsky gloves it. It was just no, that was Hayton. I apologize. Might have been Hayton, not Krause. They were both there. What did I do to the clock? There's 6:10 to go. 10-8 shots. We'll get the under 6 media timeout shortly. Thanks, Gracie. We got Tyler Bertuzzi is 16th from Green and Bedard. 23 assists, Bedard. 19 goals. Wow. He has really turned it on this series, much improved. 6 minutes to go for opening period. Peterka by the bench area. Florida gets the puck and tries to dump it in. It's in the near boards. Battle for the puck. Centered. It goes through everybody to the far corner, though. Sent behind the Utah net. Now in the far corner. Blue line keeper. Backhander pass by Utah. Up ahead over the red line. That is Keller into the clear. Oh, he just gets held up just enough. Good play by Ekblad. Into the near corner. Mammoth tried to, I don't know what they did. They have it in the neutral zone. Both teams getting line changes. And they dump it in. And Florida skates it out of their own end. Dumps it in from the red line. Vejmelka behind his own net. Up the near boards. They took a shot away from Florida. Puck is behind the Florida net into the far circle. Sent around the boards to the near side. Mammoth keep it in briefly, but it's picked up. And I think Florida knocked it into the bench area. Now we have the under 6 media timeout at 4:44. No, 4:40. I thought they had 4:44 on NHL.com. But at any rate, 4:40 to go. 1-0 Utah. Here's the goal visualizer. So Gunther is 11, I believe. Yeah, he comes off the bench, and Marino got him a nice pass. Well, that was close to offside, and he beat Bobrovsky 5-hole as Ekblad couldn't quite recover in time. But great vision by Marino to find Gunther off the bench. All right, again, 3-0 Hawks, 13:51 to go. They still have a little bit of power play time left. Still at the first intermission in Calgary, 2-0 Detroit. Again, later tonight, Kings Kraken in about a half hour, maybe a little more. And tomorrow, doubleheader. Panthers at Capitals, 6:05 Central. Sabres at Canucks, 9:05 Central. I don't think there was any basketball I really wanted to do. Got to get a tire fixed on one of our cars, too. Finally got some air into it. Probably I'll have to do it again in the morning. Friday, we're going to have Texas Arlington versus Rice, 11:15 a.m. women's basketball. Then a rare Blackhawks game at St. Louis to take on the Blues because it's on Hulu and ESPN Plus. No local blackout. Triple header Saturday, triple for hockey, triple header Sunday with women's basketball, NFL, and NHL all in the same day. It's funny that both Buffalo team is playing Sunday. Yeah, so Sabres on the road. Are the Bills at home is the question. I haven't looked at the schedule yet. Off the draw, Mammoth lose it at the red line, but they have it in their own end. They send it down again. I guess that was tipped, no icing. Behind the net. Puck is loose and not kept in all the way down the length of the ice. Icing on the Panthers at 4:16. They did give a shot to the Mammoth, 11-7. I love the NFL. And hello, Dr. Delay. I like that name. Thanks for Jaguar Gator 89 raid again. I like the Packers. So I love the NFL in that regard. It's just hard to live stream because there's so much competition. We do WNBA and hockey and college basketball. Shot by Dursey is saved by Bobrovsky. Florida counters and dumps it in. The channel started as a Chicago hockey live stream for the Blackhawks and eventually the Chicago Wolves, the AHL team, who is the Hurricanes affiliate. Under 4 to go. They did give Dursey a shot on goal, so 12-7. Dumped in. Oh, the Bills are in Foxborough, Massachusetts. Okay, thanks, Gracie. Yeah, I didn't look at the schedule. Oh, puck is lost by Florida, but they regain it. Dumped in by Seth Jones. Behind the net, Vejmelka. And, whoops, sorry, I forgot to go to this. Sent up the boards by Marino. In the near corner, battle for the puck. And over the red line into the near circle, but taken over by, who is that? Gunther. He passes. He gets it right back over the red line into the O-zone. Shot was wide all the way around the far boards and out of the zone, picked up by Marchand. Centering pass is blocked. He gets a shot off. Good save by Vejmelka into the far corner. And the Mammoth just chip it to center ice. Both teams going for line changes. Back in their defensive zone, Forsling has it. He passes to the far circle. Up the boards. Lost an edge for Florida. Still battling. Dursey just fell on somebody. Play continues. To the net. Backhander was wide. They bring it into the near circle. Shot saved by Vejmelka. I mean, what is going on right now? It's been so strange. Into the near corner, a hit. Florida's still trying to dig it out in their O-zone. Pass to the blue line. Near circle. Back to the slot. Skated to the blue line. Far boards. Who is that? Petrie. Shot was missed. Hit into the near circle. 1:52 to go. Shot, save. That might have been wide of the net, though, by Petrie. Or Petrie. Petry. Petrie or Petrie? Might be Petrie. Let me listen in. 12-9 shots on goal. Oh my gosh, the music. All right, never mind. Yes, Foxborough, Mass. Yeah. Yeah, it's a challenge. I'm not going to deny it, especially when you struggle with some of the names. Basketball, if you have good live stats, is pretty easy. Even with sidearm sports, it wasn't too bad earlier today. I prefer the stat broadcast one, though. All right. Panthers into the near circle, but Florida has it. They finally get it to neutral ice. Florida skates it right back in. Around the boards, behind the net. Hit and out. But is this icing? No. Picked up by Seth Jones, near corner. And who is that? Reinhardt. Back to, let's see, cross ice pass over to Bennett. Shot. Blocked. Believe that was Cole on the block. They get it to the red line. Florida dumps it in. Vejmelka plays it to the near boards. Peterka is there. And Peterka gets it in the near circle. Kept in, though. Florida to the near circle. Shot by Bennett was wide. Another one. Oh, they tied it. Passed just outside the crease and deflected just past Vejmelka. Really nothing he could do there. Great passing by Florida, and they tie it up with 42.2 to go in the opening period. Utah could just not get it out of their own end. That shot went wide. They kept it in the far boards, and a great pass. Vejmelka had to respect the right post or the near post. And a great pass by Ekblad, and just found Verhaeghe's stick, his 9th goal, and he tapped it in just glove side high. Oh, I forgot Vejmelka's a lefty. I think I say that everything. That might have gone in off of Vejmelka's back, too. From Ekblad and Bennett. Yeah, Bennett had that shot go wide. All right, equalizer. We're all tied, squared up, 1-1. And I think we got a delayed penalty coming up on Florida. So 32.7. I'll put 33 up there. And looks like who got hit? I think Sergachev took it. Now they're discussing if this is a penalty. Sergachev holding his nose, trying to look for some blood. High sticking on number 10, that would be AJ Greer. Yeah, he did a dump in, and on the follow through, looks like he got Greer. Or yeah, no, sorry, Greer. Greer got Sergachev. My brain. All right, so Utah back to the power play. If they don't score in 32.7, they'll still have just under a minute. They're talking to the Florida coach. Are they waving this off? Wait. So who's the penalty on? Was it on 70? Bachfist? All right. Hold on. I'll delete it. Get it right. So Bachfist is sent. I thought they were saying number 10. I guess it was 70. My bad. All right. They win the draw to Sergachev to the far circle. That shot is wide. Kept in. Near side. Keller. Near circle. Down low. Back to Keller. To the point. Back to Keller. Shot. Deflected into the far corner. Schmaltz dug it out. Keller to Schmaltz. Far circle. Shot. Saved by Bobrovsky. He holds on at 8.5 to go. 8.5 seconds to go. I'm trying to crack my knee. Yeah, that first one was a rocket off the stick of... Oh, that hit the crossbar. I was wondering. Like, I didn't think Bob made the save. Gunther ripped one off the crossbar. 13-10 shots on goal on the last one. Still waiting on the draw. There it is. And Florida clears it down the length of the ice. That'll probably do it for the opening period. It does. All right. 1-1 after 1. Let's get the timer for the second period, or for the first intermission. Countdown to the second period. So Panthers 1, Mammoth 1. End of 1. Was Aces Wild. All right. Appreciate you all being here. Thanks for commenting. I think it makes the whole live stream more enjoyable for everyone. I know it does for me. All right, we had Gunther's 12th from Marino, 11:23. Then I'm assuming it's Verhage. I guess I could look up a pronunciation. His 9th, Ekblad's and Bennett's on the assist. Let's take a look. Verhage, number 23. He'll get it right in front of the net. It'll be a pass here. Great pass by Ekblad, and I think it went off of Vejmelka's back and in. Shots 13-10. We got a comment. Oh, pretty good. I realize it's going to be tough in Denver, altitude, and Denver has a good defense. But, even if they drop that one, sure, it might make the division a little tougher. But I think, they still have, we got the Bears then on the road after that. I think we have the Ravens at home and then the Vikings on the road. So hopefully we win 3 of 4. Hopefully we go 4-0, but if we go 3-1, I think that would probably be enough to win the division, but got to get greedy and go for the 1 or the 2, I guess. Oh, with the Bills. Yeah, what's with the Bills? I know there's still time. Hopefully they still make the playoffs. Would much rather they won the East. We don't need a Patriots good team again, but yeah, that's a good question. Wait, who's your team, Dr. Delay? I got to get my cord for my tablet right over here. Would be good to see play. Yes, definitely. Yes. Never seen a football playoff game before. Last game I saw was in Lambeau last Thanksgiving when they beat the Miami Dolphins. I've seen, let's see, I'm trying to think how many games. Excuse me. Oh, let me put the clock up too so we know. Yeah. Yeah, that could be. Yep. We don't need to talk about that. And yet they're probably still going to win their division. I don't get it. I don't know if you watch Urinating Tree, but I think he's mainly disappointed in the defense because it's like if TJ Watt isn't doing, his usual Superman effort, the defense just seems to struggle. But yeah, we don't have to talk about them if you don't want to. Oh yeah, let me fix my schedule. Let's try to take care of that. Yeah, no, I'm not counting the Bills out. Dr. Delay is correct. It is possible. They have a good shot. They got to just take care of business in this game. All right. I'm going to try and... Oh, please like and subscribe if you haven't already done so. Doing one or both does help with getting the channel to be recommended. And that, in turn, will help grow the channel. And I thank you all for your support. For all the returning viewers and new viewers as well, thank you again for supporting the channel. It's greatly appreciated. Just trying to fix my schedule. I got to fix the dates. 11 through the 15th. Forgot what's going on Monday. Yeah, I love football, but I don't know, the first 7 or so weeks we were really spoiled. Oh, we got little guys hockey. We just had a goal. I missed it. Saw the celly. It was very good. But man, it's just tough competition, especially Sunday night. It's hard. Monday night especially is hard. Thursday is pretty good night because not everybody has Prime. Urinating Tree goes with the flow. That sounds like something he would say. Good call, Ace. Yeah, I know. The standard is the standard. You're between a rock and a hard place. The guy always finishes 9-7 or 9-8 or better. And it's like, what's to complain about? That's what you want. But yeah. Oh, no problem. Thank you. I appreciate it. No worries. Yeah, hockey doubleheader. Man, we were spoiled last week. Monday through Friday, doubleheaders at 6 and 9. Speaking of which, oh yeah, let's take a look at Monday. I'll just open up. Still 3-0 Hawks, 3:07 to go. 2-0 Red Wings, 13:33 in the second, so they're not quite halfway. Flames look like they're going on the power play. All right, let's open up a Monday window. Don't get Panthers Lightning. It's on NHL Network. We got Ducks Rangers. Well, I guess we're going Kings Stars. That's my team, the Kings. Google says 51 to 49% Buffalo. Yeah. Panthers. I don't get this game, so that's out. There's 4 to pick from. Ducks, Rangers, Senators, Jets. That might be good. I got to go with my Kings, though. I'll try to figure out some see if there's basketball that night too. And let me double check the Monday night game. Just trying to do Packers because I'm going to be watching anyways. And don't really want to hear the announcers anyways. Another good reason to live stream. Sure helped with the Super Bowl last year. That was my first NFL game. Wasn't originally going to do NFL, but needed other stuff besides just hockey. Okay, so that'll take care of Monday. Let's check NFL, and then again, I will try to add. We'll take a look at. We'll take a look at the college score for scores games schedule on ESPN Plus. All right. I don't even know what games I get Sunday, but we're going to be doing that women's ranked game. Excuse me. Packers, Broncos, a.k.a. the GPS Bowl. And Sabres, Kraken. All right. Yawn tomorrow. Falcons, Bucks. Oh, boy. I think... Oh, it's right. Yeah, the Bears... Packers at Bears is like a Saturday night. They finally announced that. Yeah. All right. Let's see. Packers, Broncos. Yeah, we get... And Lions, Rams is up against that. That's some competition. They're both on in the Chicago area. Yeah, pass on Vikings, Cowboys, pass on, Steelers. Dolphins, Steelers. And that one, is this one on ABC? I'd have to do it off of my... Yeah, it's not on ABC, so I'd be behind. I'd be streaming it off of ESPN Plus. All right, get out of this. I don't want that. All right, let's look ahead to... Come on. 16. Ooh, yeah, next Thursday, Rams, Seahawks might be worth doing. That looks like a good one. What is the NHL doing? I can usually do a double header Thursday night. Won't get the Hawks. Mammoth, Bruins. Boy, Bruins games do bad. Flyers, Canadians should be good. That game did well when it was Canadians, Flyers. So that's probably what we'll do. Ducks, Jackets, not interested. Red Wings games do terrible. Them in Boston for some reason. I don't know why. Don't get the Oilers game. It's on there. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we're going to have to do Flames Sharks at 9 if we do a doubleheader. All right. That's probably what we'll do. Though it is tempting to maybe do Rams Seahawks. Saturday, I don't think I have any interest in Eagles Commanders. We'll do Packers Bears. So that'll be Saturday night football then. I believe I'll have my youngest son. I think probably my oldest will have another basketball tournament. Big game in the NFC North. All right, well, that's far enough ahead. Let's see, Sunday. Oh, Toyota-thon is on. Yeah, don't we know it? For Love, Jordan Love. Pats Ravens Sunday night. Interesting. Niners Colts. We'll see if the Colts have anything left then. Yeah, I don't know. Again, I do like just doing the Packers. Boy, I don't know about Christmas. None of those Christmas games look that great. Cowboys, Commanders, Lions, Vikings, and Broncos, Chiefs. Well, actually, I got fired from my job. And the Packers, I wasn't going to do football. What happened was the Chicago Blackhawks were free over the air last year, so I was enjoying watching hockey again. And they didn't have an agreement in place with Comcast Xfinity, So that dragged out, and then I finally decided, well, let me live stream Hawks games. Red Wings are up 3-0 to brink it again. I figured, well, let me live stream Hawks games since not everybody, a lot, at least the people with either people couldn't get it over the air via antenna or, on Comcast Xfinity, they were blacked out. So I started doing Blackhawks games and added 8 Chicago Wolves. Finally got into baseball a little bit again because the White Sox. It's Blackhawks, Bulls, and White Sox all on the same regional sports network. And then they took that away, and I had already started doing WNBA, and then I committed more to WNBA. So yeah, just thought it would be something to do. Thought it was something I could do. Just talking head, describing the action on the screen. I'll be right back. I'm going to take a quick break as we're getting close to the third period. Great question, though. Thank you. I think I put the score up. Yeah. All right. I'll be right back. We'll leave this up to keep an eye on the other 2 games in progress. All right. We'll skip the music. Thanks. Be right back. All right. We are back. Yes, YouTube Studio. I had the mic muted. No worries. Don't need to alert me. Oh. All right, let's see. Oh, I thought never mind. Hawks game is final. They shuffled the order of the games. Blackhawks win at home 3-0. Crevier's third, shorthanded. Bedard's 19th. Bertuzzi's 16th. Rangers lose on the road. They're usually really good on the road. Oh, and on the poll, 17 votes, 65% voting for the Panthers, 35% for the Mammoth. All right, let's fix the scoreboard. I didn't go through the numbers. We can do that later. Rematch in this 2-game series is in Florida, January 27th. All right. Heading to the to finish off their power play is Utah. They have 1:27 remaining on the power play. All right, Utah in their black going right to left. Florida in white going left to right. Face off. Utah takes it puck into their own end. They still have 1:20 remaining on the power play. Keller over the red line. Near boards for Peterka. Sent around to the far circle. Sent back all the way around to the blue line. I believe that's Sergachev. Into the near corner. Peterka tries to dig it out. Taken behind the net by Keller. Far circle. They get it to Schmaltz. That shot is saved into the near side. Wow. Point blank shot. And Florida passes it out over to the red line. They got a 2-on-2. Near circle pass goes through into the far corner. 40 seconds remaining. And they get another shot from the slot. And that one went high. What was Utah doing there? Over the red line into the O-zone. Off the far. Nope. I think Mammoth were offside at 1901. Alex, hello. Yeah, you got to root against the Eastern Conference, right? Oh, Schmaltz just put it over the crossbar. He did not miss by much. Yeah, I don't like Florida. Not like I'm a huge Mammoth fan, but dumped in. Vejmelka behind his own net. There's only 17 seconds to go on their power play. Nine seconds and cleared by Florida, so that should just about do it. They didn't get any shots here in the second period with about just under a minute and a half on the power play. Bobrovsky steers it behind his own net, up the near boards, pass to the far circle, shot. That, no, is a goal. I assumed it had to have hit the bar. That thing bounced out of there in such a hurry, but now Florida counters and they have the 2-1 lead. Wow, what a rocket from the far circle. Yeah, it hit the netting past the post into the side, and I just assumed it hit the bar, but I saw the ref point to it was Bennett, number 9. It actually went off of Vejmelka's left shoulder, so that's his blocker side, and went in. Oh, wow. Vejmelka actually almost came up with the save. Bennett's 8th from Rodriguez and Mikola. Wow, what a rocket of a wrister there. All right, we have 18 minutes to go in the middle period. Dumped in by the Mammoth. Yeah, hello, Alex. Hope you're doing well. And Alexander Cordero, hello. Yep, goal. I'm good, Alex. Thank you. I hope you're doing well as well. Goal, says Alex Cordero. All right, 2-1 Panthers. And icing, or is this a whistle against the Mammoth? This might be on boot. Or is it on Carcone? What's the call here? Okay, I guess it was just a really delayed offside. No, it couldn't have been offside. It's not at the line. Maybe it went into the netting. No, that had to be icing because it's in the Mammoth end. And they just kicked McBain out. Or is he staying in? No, he's staying in. I guess it was icing on Utah. I missed it. McBain fell down on the draw. Florida sends it around. That's Ekblad. He takes a hit. Near corner. Back to the blue line. Long shot wide into the near corner. Another shot wide or high in the far corner. Mammoth counter over the red line, and they dump it in on net. Bob steers it behind the net, up the near boards. Neutral zone, taken over, and dumped in by the Mammoth. I think that's Ekblad behind his own net. Out of his own zone and dumps it in from the red line to the far corner or far circle. Pass to Schmidt. He throws it away. Shot and a goal. Bad turnover by Schmidt on a terrible pass. And the Panthers capitalize on the turnover and put it in the back of the net and lead 3-1. A great pass to the slot just outside the crease. And Bennett again. Bennett from Verhaeghe. Verhaeghe with a tremendous pass. Not Vejmelka's fault at all. This is a terrible turnover by Schmidt. Schmaltz couldn't get back. Sergachev couldn't get back. And Vejmelka was hung out to dry. 14-12 shots on goal. Center ice draw. I think they're going to redo it. Bennett was on the draw and they toppled over one another. Maybe it was Hayton. I didn't see if Hayton took it or not. They just kicked out Bennett from the draw, I guess. Face off, and they win it. Hayton lost the draw, but the Mammoth send it by the Florida bench. Now cross ice to Krause. Oh, they spring a breakaway. Backhander on Bobrovsky. It goes in 5-hole again. 2 5-hole goals they got by Bobrovsky, and they finally cut the lead back down to 1 after a miserable start to the second period for Utah. 16:23 to go. Great pass by Krause. And, yeah, I don't know. Bob should have had that. Gunther did the rest. He kind of just lost it. I don't even know if he got much of a shot on it. Great pass by Krause. Marino, the other assist. We were 1-1 after 1. It's suddenly 3-2. Florida in the second, and we haven't even made the first media timeout. And they just kicked out Schmaltz from the draw at center ice. Dump in by the Mammoth. And cleared by Florida, and this will be icing on the Panthers at 16-12. Me or you? Yeah, I'm not a Marchand fan. He's a rat. And I actually really had no problem with Boston, but I don't know. I'm just sick of him in Florida. He's just an instigator. The few games I've seen from Florida this year, he's the guy that was it against I forgot who, maybe the Islanders. Dumped in by the Panthers. I'll finish the thought later about Marchand, the rat. All right. Ekblad sends one. That's a glove save by Vejmelka. 15-13 should be the shots on goal. Yeah, that was actually a good forehand to backhand. Gunther did place it 5-hole, and Bobrovsky just barely. He like got it with the left pad, and I think it went in just inside the post. So he had it on track, but he just couldn't make the save. I guess that's how you beat Bobrovsky, 5-hole. It's pretty hard to beat him high. He's a wall. Shot from the slot, either saved or blocked into the near boards. And the Mammoth lose it in the O zone, but they may have actually been offside. What was the call here at 15:42? May need to get the jacket. It's getting cooler here. All right, we'll get the goal visualizers soon. Face off. Stenlin wins it. Mammoth have the puck in front of the Mammoth bench. They dump it in. Florida couldn't get it out. Stenlin cross-ice pass off the far boards. Far circle shot wide through the crease into the near corner. Oh, and stolen. Sergachev couldn't get the pass or the shot off. Florida centers it into the near corner. Hit. Battle for the puck. Hit there again. Behind the net. Comes free to the blue line. Long shot by Petrie. Rebound into the, slot. Sent behind the net. Into the near corner. Another hit. Into the far corner. Another hit. Mammoth just laying hits on the Panthers. Finally picked up by O'Brien, and he clears it to the neutral ice. Taken right back in by Seth Jones, though. O'Brien sends it around to the far boards, kept in by the Panthers. Long shot, shoulder save by Vejmelka. Stenlin finally backhands it to neutral ice. O'Brien battling on by the penalty box, taken away by Florida at the red line and dumped in. Vejmelka behind his own net. 16-14 are the shots. Well, NHL.com has 16-13. Taken by the Mammoth. Far boards dump in behind the net. Somebody fell down, and then a Mammoth just tripped over the guy. Couldn't stop. And I believe the Florida Panthers were offsides there. At 13:54, it takes us to the under 14 media timeout. 3-2. And it is 3-2 Panthers, 16-14 shots Mammoth. All right, Bennett, I don't know if we saw his first goal. Of course, he's number 9. This was a pass to the far circle and a nice shot. Yeah, it hit the side net so hard I assumed it hit the bar. That was from Rodriguez and Mikola. Then Bennett again. Great pass by Verhaeghe. Bad pass, yeah, there. Stolen, and just not Vejmelka's fault. He had to respect the near post. Then a good pass by Krause sprung Gunther, and he beat Bobrovsky 5-hole. Yeah, beat the defense. Just a breakaway, and he got it. Just barely got it in 5-hole. All right, so the Hawks won 3-0 over the Rangers at home. Red Wings are now up 4-0 on the Flames in Calgary. That might be a hat trick for... No, DeBrincat has 2. My apologies. Sandin Pellikka has his 3rd. DeBrincat is 16th. Larkin had his 16th and 17th. Kings Kraken not yet underway. Not sure why. It's already 9:19. Maybe they're holding it till 9:23. All right, let's make sure we're live. We are. Oh, Marchand. He went to the penalty box and then he ripped off the straps of somebody's helmet that he had gotten while there was a fisticuffs going on. But he's just such an instigator. He gets away with stuff that like nobody else gets away with. And again, kind of like the Bruins, but I guess I like the Bruins in the 90s. I like Pastrnak, but all right, dump in from the red line by the Mammoth, steered aside by Bobrovsky. Far circle, pass to the neutral ice, red line, picked up by the Rat, and dumped. Oh, pass ahead, shot by Bennett again. That was high into the netting. Good pass by Marchand to find Bennett streaking towards the slot. Bad defense by Utah. Face off in the make that the near circle. Bennett against, Mammoth won it and cleared it to the neutral ice. That was Hayton on the face-off win. Ekblad passed it. They knock it down in the neutral zone. Marchand couldn't get it. Sent ahead. Krause lost it. And I think the Mammoth were offside again at 13-17. Not quite halfway through the game. Yep, they were offside, so just outside of the Florida's defensive zone. Face-off won by Schmaltz, dumping from the red line to the far corner. And carried out of the zone by Florida over the red line, lost it. How was that not offside? Peterka in the near circle behind the net. Pass back to Peterka at the red line into the O-zone. Pass to the far boards. Sent to the far circle. Peterka scoops it up, looking, and sends it back behind into the far corner. Seth Jones up the far boards, not out. Now sent out. Down the length, not quite all the way. Taken behind the net by Utah. Up the near boards. And a big hit in the corner. That was Petrie who took the hit. Into the O-zone for Florida. Somebody got tripped. No call, apparently. I guess he lost an edge. Petrie keeps it in. Into the near corner. Battle for the puck. Still battling. Nobody can dig it out. Loose. And picked up by the Mammoth. Taken behind their own net. Is that Tanev? Yeah, Tanev. Up ahead. Dumped in from the red line. Bobrovsky stops it behind his own net. Tries to send it up the near boards. Picked up by Rodriguez. Sent down the ice into the far corner. Sent around by Dursey. Picked up by the Panthers. That would be Forsling in the near boards. Mammoth keep it in, though, behind the net. Wrap around attempt. Pass through the crease. Another shot. Big rebound. Nobody there for the Mammoth. Puck loose. Boot has it. He sends it back to the blue line. Sent in behind the net again. Puck gets loose in the near circle and sent down by Florida. Wow. Seemed like the Mammoth missed a golden opportunity there. Bobrovsky stops it behind his own net. Gets it to Ekblad. He sends it not out. Kept in. Hayton to the net. In the crease, a shot is saved by Bobrovsky. Nice save again by Big Bob. Ooh, a hit at the blue line. Mammoths dump it in again. Centered right outside the crease. Shot saved incredibly, or put wide, I guess. Kept in again by the Mammoth. Off the near boards. Sent around. And kept in now at the blue line. Far side. Far circle back to the blue line. Shot from the point. Glove save Bobrovsky. He hangs on at 10:04. Almost half there. We're about halfway through the game here. Gotcha. Yeah, I figured as a Devils fan you wouldn't like a Bruins player or a Panthers player. Oh my gosh, Carcone could have scored. He had 2 shots at it. Almost got it 5-hole, then had a rebound attempt. Oh my gosh. And then also Kraus sent one over the bar. My gosh. The Mammoth have had their chances to get the equalizer. It's actually 21-14 on the shots. Panthers in front of the penalty box will dump it in. Oh, immediately knocked out of the zone by who was that? Cole. Behind the net into the near corner. Battle for the puck. Cole is there. Reinhardt is there for Florida. Can't see. I think Paterka. Maybe Rodriguez. Can't quite tell. Puck is loose, near circle. Keller passes to Schmaltz. They got a 2-on-1 if they hurry. Near far circle shot. Did it go in? No way. Bobrovsky saved it again? Oh my goodness. Keller can't believe it. Thought we had the equalizer. Bobrovsky literally standing on his head here. Oh my gosh, he had it. What a glove save. He pinned it against his left goalie pad. Unbelievable. He had the glove save. He was doing the splits and pinned it down on the glove hand on his pad. What an incredible save. Got to hand it to Sergei Bobrovsky. He is on one tonight. Florida has 3 goals on 14 shots. Utah has 2 on 22, and Bobrovsky is just turning in a gem. Meanwhile, in Calgary, second intermission, Red Wings 4, Flames nothing. Kings Kraken underway. They probably started 4 minutes ago. 16:23 to go. No score. 2 shots each team. All right, we are past the midpoint of the game. Hope you're having a great Wednesday night. Thanks for being here. That is a good defensive prayer right there. Well, yeah, thanks, Oliver Garrett. You mean player or I don't know. I'm not blaming either defense, but Bobrovsky's really turning in a gem tonight. Vemelka's playing well too, but that bad defense was that one giveaway by that one I had a big problem with. Nate Schmidt's bad pass in his own end. That led to a Panther goal. Oh my, I cannot believe. If you get to see the highlights, 9-17 Bobrovsky for, I don't say this lightly, possibly the save of the year so far. I don't know how he did it. Rangers, yeah, on the road too in Chicago. Usually they have trouble scoring at home. I hear you. Into the near boards. Yeah, again, if you get to see the highlights of this game, Bobrovsky just with the save of the year candidate. I guess that dump in by the Panthers went into the netting at 9:06. Yeah, somebody broke Cole's stick. It might have been Reinhardt. No penalty on that board battle. All right, I don't know what the delay is. We're showing players on the bench, so I don't know what's going on the ice. All right, Hayton on the draw. Mammoth take it behind their own net. Send it up the near boards, but not out. Panthers in the near corner. Get knocked down. Who is that? Puck is loose. Mammoth pounce on it. They got a 3-on-2 if they hustle, but pass off the far boards didn't work out, and Mikola sends it up into the far circle. That is the rat, Brad Marchand. Puck is loose. He sends it to the far circle. Steered on net. Big save by Vejmelka. It goes the other way. So I would think it'd be 22-15 soon. Looks like Seth Jones behind his own net. Passes to the near side. I assume it's Mikola, and he dumps it in from the red line. And again, into the netting at 8:12. Man, Keller should have had the equalizer. That Bobrovsky save was amazing. What are they showing with Marchand? Oh, good poke check by number 6, Marino. 8:12 to go, middle period. Hello, Sinbin Admin. Love you. Face off, McBain against Rodriguez. McBain wins the draw behind their own net, Mammoth. Up the far boards. Keller. Far circle, loses the puck, and Florida has it behind their own net. Still leading by 1. Dump in from the far boards into the near boards. Rodriguez tried to center it to the slot. Sent back to the blue line. A blast. Loose in the slot. Shot. Nice save. Vejmelka behind the net into the far corner. Golden opportunity for the Panthers there. Peterka couldn't get it. The puck was loose in the crease. I think he froze it finally. That would be Vejmelka at 7:32. Whew. That puck was loose in the crease. Luckily, Vejmelka found it and froze it. Yeah, that went high, just high. Who sent that high? On edge, just over the crossbar. Peterka, lost it. He had it behind the net. And who was that? Samoskevich nearly sent it into the net. 22-17 shots on goal. Draw win by the Mammoth. Couldn't get it out, though. Sent behind the Utah net into the near corner. Petrie there. He takes a hit all the way around the boards. Kept in at the blue line. Far circle. Sent back behind the net to Petrie. Tough angle shot. Saved. Flipped to the neutral ice by the Mammoth. Picked up in their own end. Petrie in front of his own net. Sends it out. And I think the Mammoth were offside. Maybe they were trying to get a line change at 6:59. 22-17 shots on goal, Mammoth, but they trail 3-2. Still no score in Seattle. Seattle wrapping up a power play. 13 minutes to go. Opening period. We've got Jones out there. Let's see. For the Panthers, O'Brien. Stenland on the draw. Marino out there. Can't see who Stenland's against. Stenland wins the draw. Marino flips it to neutral ice. Knocked back in. Florida has to tag up. Utah sends it to the red line. O'Brien into the near corner. Takes a hit. Sends it to the far corner. Back to the blue line. Cross ice to Sergachev. Shot. Blocked or saved. Marino gloves it down. Sends it into the far corner. Puck is pinned on the boards by Seth Jones. Puck gets loose. Florida countering. Dumps it in. I think it was Marchand. No. 53, not 63. At the blue line, it's knocked out. Picked up by Ekblad. He'll skate it into the slot. His shot is blocked. Kept in at the blue line for the Panthers. Shot from the top of the circle. Blocked. Sent out. Might be enough for icing. Nope. They played it off the boards. No icing. Under 6 to go. Middle period. Wow, okay. Florida had to be offside. They waved it off. Now they tag up. I don't know what these linesmen are looking at, honestly. Pass to the far circle. Take it around. Wraparound attempt is stuffed. Utah keeps it in. Taken behind the net. Far circle. Back to the blue line. A blast. Big rebound. And the rebound goal is tucked in. And the Mammoth get the equalizer at 5:23. We're all square at 3. Off a huge rebound. That was... Who got the goal? Was it McBain? Yeah, it was McBain from Dursey and Cole. McBain's third goal of the season. Huge rebound off for a bomb shot from the blue line. And McBain got the rebound and tucked it in as Bobrovsky tried to seal the near post. No interference, so nothing to review. Just missed on the kick save. Great job by McBain to slide the backhander in. If he got interfered, he got interfered with by Ekblad, not by Utah. 24-17 now, shots on goal. Utah gets the equalizer. We got 5:15 to go in the middle period. Bobrovsky plays it to the far corner. Panthers skated out, pass off the near board, skated in by Petrie. Tough angle shot. Might have been a save. I don't know if that was maybe going to be off the side of the net, though. Sent up the near boards by the penalty box. Petrie tries to chip it, can't. Dumped in by the Mammoth. 4:44 to go in the second. Behind the net. Up the near boards. Just kept in by the Mammoth. That was a good keep by Cole. Around the boards. Gunther chasing. Picked up, I think, by Rodriguez. Yeah. He is behind the Florida net. And now he skates it out up the middle. Pass off the near boards. Tried to dump it in, Petrie, but recovered by the Mammoth. And they send it. Now Petrie dumps it into the far corner. Dursey's there. Sends it up the far boards. Into the far circle. Tough angle shot. Big rebound again. Nobody there. They overskated the rebound. And dumped in by Reinhardt. Oh, big hit. Reinhardt on Sergachev. I guess he's all right. Seth Jones battling. They send it into the far corner. Reinhardt back to the blue line. Hit. Sent in around to the near corner. Seth Jones sends it around to the far corner. Cleared to center ice by the Mammoth. Puck gets away. They try to send it. Picked off by Peterka, but he couldn't hang on to it. Keller couldn't keep it in. Oh, big hit by the penalty box. Sergachev was not happy. He got his revenge. Was it? Yeah, that was Sergachev. 25-17. Mammoth skated in. The shots on goal. All squared at 3. Boot sent it to the far corner. Skated behind the net by Carconi. Back to the blue line. Blast. Big rebound. Puck is loose in the crease. Still whacking at it. Back to the top of the circle. Who is that? Is that Marino? Blast by Boot. That is blocked. 2-on-2 the other way. On a break. Into the far circle. Boot knocks it into the far boards. Sent around to the near circle. Big hit. Down in front in the front row. And picked up in their own end by Balinskis. To the far corner. Marino. Finally, they send it out. Krause has it far circle behind the Florida net. Right out through their crease by the defenseman. Pass to the red line. And dumped in. Behind the Utah net. Into the far corner. Sent to the near corner. Sergachev still out there? No, that can't be. Up ahead to Krause. Krause, near circle. His pass gets blocked. Sent off the near boards. 1:35 to go, second period. Up ahead. And battle in the near corner. Centering pass. Whoa, that shot was wide. Golden opportunity. Puck is frozen finally by Vamelka at 1:24. Did we not get the under 6 media timeout? I guess not. And we will show you the... I think that we just have to show you the McBain one. I think we caught up on the other ones. McBain's third off a good rebound. Dursey and Cole, the assisters. McBain is 22. He'll be right outside the crease. Big rebound and tucked it around Bobrovsky, who tried to make a skate save with the left leg. Only 2 penalties on Florida in the first period. No other penalties in this game. Meaning that Mammoth are 0 for 2 on the power play. All right, 26-17 Mammoth on the shots. All square 3-3. They were down 3-1. 3:24 into the on 2 goals by Sam Bennett. 3:24, 140 and 3:24 into the middle period. Just about to get back underway in the third period in Calgary. 4-0 Red Wings over the Flames. No score. Kings Kraken, 8:56 to go. First period. Come on, Kings. All right. Excuse me. Oh, that's right. I don't think I did music first intermission. Excuse me. Google update. Oh, brother. What? Child settings on play. What child settings do I have for Google? I don't know. All right. Well, we are back. Oh, Schmidt won a cup with Florida last year? I didn't realize that. I just showed that on the Utah broadcast. All right, we're back underway. Florida keeps it in. Now Utah counters. Keller up the near boards and lost it in the near circle. Under 1:10 to go. Pass. Oh, that shot is wide and saved by Vamelka into the near corner. Behind the net now. Marino is there. So is Stenlund. Oh, wow. Vicious elbow in the back. Right along the boards. No call on Florida. Oh, no, we do. They did get it. Okay. I was wondering. That was nasty. Yeah, there are tempers flaring. Lundell, I believe the one who's being sent off. That looked like boarding. That was dangerous. Did they not call it? Did we just... Wait, what was the whistle for? No, Luostarinen. Should have been Reinert's boarding penalty. Yeah, Sergachev got Reinert back, but okay, they called Luostarinen for the penalty. All right, well, whatever. Utah heads back to the power play. Is it 20? I already forgot the number. Okay. So Florida has to... Wait a minute. Okay, TV didn't put it up yet, but yeah, it is a Utah power play. Face off. Oh my gosh, what is with this camera angle? I don't know what they're trying to do. It's so high and far away. They're not even following the puck. Just go back to what works. I don't understand. Don't fix what's not broken. All right, 20. Yeah. Now we got 20 seconds to go. They still didn't put the power play on the TV feed. Trust me, the Utah is on the power play despite the Utah broadcast screwing it up. Weird. All right, not much going on, and that's gonna probably do it. That's the. Nope, we gotta wait. We got a whistle with 2 seconds for what? Very odd. All right, so what did they call? Lusterinen for cross-checking Stenlund, 82. Yeah, but they missed a boarding call, I believe, on Reinert. All right, face off, and that should do it. That's the end of the middle period. 3-3, all square. Through 40 minutes, 20 remaining. They took a shot away from the Mammoth. 26-17. It was 1-1 after 1. It is 3-3 after 2. And they'll have 1:15 to go on their power play when we resume in the third period. Still 4-0 Red Wings over the Flames. 17:49 to go. Kings Kraken still no score. 7:20. Enjoy that one on TNT, True TV, HBO Max if you have it. Let's check in on the poll. 24 votes, 62% going for Florida, 38% for the Mammoth. Winter Classic. Yeah, of course that's on TNT. There's the timer, 16:40. Oh yeah, forgot to check. I was interested in the ranked women's game tonight. Totally forgot. Michigan coach Moore in custody in jail after firing. Oh boy. I think I only briefly heard about that. I didn't know the details. Oh, Iowa State got the win. Crooks had 30 points for Iowa State. Yeah, I just saw she had a 30-point game, I think, against the Northern Illinois Huskies on Sunday. Wow, and they beat state rival, I guess, Iowa, 74-69. They had to hold on. Iowa mounted a comeback, 21-13 in the fourth quarter, but they still lost by 5. Yeah, because they had a bad third quarter, 26-13 Iowa State. Yeah, close game. I think it looks like they were tied at 35 at half. So a 13-point lead after 3 and then held on for a 5-point win. Yeah, Crooks is impressive. You can't do much to defend her. You almost got to it's like hack-a-shack. Just got to foul her in the post. Texas all over UT Rio Grande Valley, 110-45, remaining undefeated. Iowa State undefeated, 8-0 at home as well. Wow, 3 games on the road. Maryland 91-21. Delaware State had 5 every quarter except for the first when they had 6. Yikes. A definite mismatch there. Louisville, Kentucky, number 22 ranked, all over Ball State, 88-55, 3:06 to go in the fourth. Let's see if there's any ranked men's. I can't remember if there was or wasn't. We had pretty good games today on the channel. Where the heck is men's? What the? Am I missing something? Or did I scroll right over men's basketball? The heck? Oh, there. It's in alphabetical. I didn't realize it. All right. Ranked men's. Nebraska 23 ranked all over Wisconsin. Big first half and second half. 87-54 in Nebraska. They are undefeated. Oh, this would be Big Ten opener for Nebraska. Second game for Wisconsin. Purdue all over Minnesota and West Lafayette, Indiana. Number 6 ranked team. 85-57. They were number 1, and they lost to Iowa State, who was, 10? Did that game. Houston 80-38. Doubled up Jackson State. 40 in the first, 40 in the second. They are 9-1, ranked 7th. Yeah, all right, so Iowa State got the win. Delayed penalty. Looks like it's coming up on the Kraken. Kings pulled their goalie. All right, we'll leave that. It's too early, really, to take a break. Let's show you what's coming up this week. All right, tomorrow night, Hurricanes, thinking football. Hurricanes at Capitals, 6:05. Followed by, Sabres at Canucks, 9:05 Central. On Friday, Texas Arlington versus Rice in women's basketball, 11:15 a.m. Central. Then a rare Blackhawks game. It's on ESPN Plus and Hulu. No local blackout, so it's a rare opportunity to do the Hawks in St. Louis to take on the Blues at 7 p.m. Central. Saturday, bringing you a triple header in hockey. Yeah, I don't know why Bobrovsky thought he got interfered with. It was his own player that interfered with him. They're showing that one replay on the Utah. All right. TV feed. All right, yeah, we'll have Lightning Islanders 2:30, Capitals Jets 6:05, Flames Kings to wrap it up 9:05. Sunday we have women's basketball, both teams ranked. Baylor against Texas at noon, then big game Packers Broncos 3:25. And then Sunday night hockey, Sabres, Kraken. We'll look into more games for Monday. No chance for a doubleheader again, unfortunately. Kings at Stars, 7 o'clock. Yeah, let's take a look at the schedule coming up. Yep, Kings on the power play. Yep, so Monday, going to do the Kings. Don't get this one on NHL Network anyways. Kings Stars, again, 7 Central. Should be a good game, though, of all the games that night. Don't really want to. Predators and Blues stink. Jets aren't very. Man, Senators struggling, too. Rangers are terrible at home, and then we don't get this game. All right, Tuesday night. Won't get the Hawks. Oh, yeah, I think we had already decided. Flyers, Canadians, definitely. Both that Canadians-Flyers game did great last time. Bruins games don't do well. Wings games don't do well. Rangers at home. Canucks are bad. Jackets aren't great. Sick of the Ducks. Don't get this 6:30 game. That's at 7. Yeah, we'll do Flames, Sharks, I guess. Don't get the Lance Kraken. Wednesday. Yeah, Kings, Panthers. Should be a good one. Oh, TNT has the 9 o'clock. Dang it. So Tuesday's the only doubleheader so far. Devils, Golden Knights. It's on TNT. Damn it. Oh, yeah, next Thursday, if I can't find anything, the NFL game's good that game on Thursday. But I think Kings Lightning is fine. And Stars Sharks. Yeah, we can do a doubleheader. Next Friday, then. Don't get that game. Canes Panthers. Jets Avalanche. Nope, that's at 8. 5 games. Yes, a doubleheader Friday if we want. Canes, Panthers, Stars, Ducks. Both pretty good games. So Friday, Thursday, and Tuesday doubleheaders. Not Monday, not Wednesday. I have to look at college basketball for those days. Unless I got a... what time is his... my son's got a game, I think. Let's see. 3 o'clock. Where's the game again? Okay. No, you know what? I don't want to do that now. It's almost 10. All right, we'll look at the college schedule then. Iron out next week's schedule, but we're pretty well set through Sunday. Kings didn't get a goal on that power play. All right, real quick, I'll cue up some music. If you haven't already and you're enjoying the live stream, please hit like on the video. Also, consider hitting that subscribe button to the channel. Doing one or both does help with getting the channel to be recommended to other potential viewers. And that, in turn, will help grow the channel. I thank you for your support. We got 10 likes, but yeah, if you're enjoying this, please hit that like button and maybe consider hitting that subscribe button. And I thank you for your support. All right, let me cue up the music, and then I'm going to take a quick break. No, I need my library, not... All right. All right, I'll be right back. Thanks, everybody. right, we are back. Let's get set for the third period. Let's just kill the music. Oh, Flames roar back, but only 8:42 to go. Farabee is 8th at 8:02. Matt Coronado is 10th at 9:07. Still, did they get a penalty shot? It says 1-0. Oh shoot! Let's make sure we're live. Never know at the intermissions if we get behind. All right, again, power play for still 1:15 for Utah. Come on, are we that far behind? Yeah. All right, center. Oh my gosh, just go to the normal camera. Why do you show this? I can't see anything. The puck was literally behind their graphic because I had this weird high angle shot. Just, it's not broken. Just use the broadcast cam. It's really not hard to figure out. 19:46 to go after, I think, an offsides. How do they figure? Oh, I didn't stop the clock. I thought I paused it. 1:01 to go on the power play. They say 1:02, but they're wrong. Face off. Taken at the blue line. Kept in. Sent into the near corner. Behind the net into the far corner. Sent out by the Panthers down the length of the ice. Stopped by Vejmelka behind the net. Scooped up by Sergachev. Keller to Schmaltz at the line. Gunther into the far circle. Battle for the puck. Of course, Marchand gets it. They break to the other way. 3-on-3. In the slot, Marchand. Nice move to the net. Vejmelka makes a glove save into the far corner. There's only 15 seconds to go on the power play. Puck is loose. We got a whistle and a penalty coming up on Utah. Oh, boy. Sergachev. Holding. Yep. They are not happy with Reinhardt still for that missed call on the boarding. And they called Gunther for holding. Backhander by Marchand. Yeah, good save by Vejmelka to the near post. Oh, I guess, wow. They called holding on Sergachev for that? Wow, okay. Well, we got a brief 10-second 4-on-4 period, and then it will be a Florida power play. I believe they're first, which is nuts. It's crazy that that's the first power play. Yeah, off of the first penalty on Utah. All right, cleared down the length of the ice. I believe that was Stenlund. All right. Boy, I haven't called Lundell's name much tonight. He's out there on the power play. I don't think I've said it all night. Sent behind the net to the near boards on the power play. 1:15 still to go for Florida. Puck is knocked down in the far circle after deflection. Blue line, far circle. Seth Jones still at the blue line. Long shot off the far boards. Behind the net, or the boards behind the net. Scooped up, but not out for Mammoth. Shot from the near circle. Big rebound steered into the near corner. Seth Jones passes, gets it right back, keeps it in at the blue line. Still at the blue line. Now, long shot blocked by Kraus. 26-22 shots on goal. 3 shots for $1 for Florida here on the power play. All right, shot by Jones. Didn't get through. It's behind the net. Kept in. Shot Jones. Big rebound. Oh, my gosh. They somehow kept it out of the net. Must have hit the post. Vejmelka on his back. They say no goal. Uh-oh. Hopefully Vejmelka's all right. 16:57 to go. Whew. Dodged a bullet there if you're a Mammoth fan. Hopefully Vejmelka's all right here. Few big rebounds. Oh, I think it hit the post. And then the side of the net. And then a glove save on his side by Vejmelka. That was unbelievable. Oh, my God. Panthers, yeah. Post, side of the net, glove save along the ice, another glove save along the ice. And then I think he held on. Wow. One. That one's off the post, not a save. That one off the side of the net, not a save. 2, 3. 3 quick saves. Yeah, and then they took the stick and tried to push it in. We saw that get waved off in a shootout within the last week or two. Can't just take the puck while it's in the goalie's glove and push the glove into the net or, over the red line. Are we? They might be reviewing this. You can't do that, though. We saw that. Why is there even a review? Yeah, but you can't push it. At least it was that way in a shootout. Yeah, they're saying it now. You can't push the glove in. That's exactly what was done. I don't even know why they're reviewing this. It's pretty obvious this wasn't a goal. They still have 2 seconds on the power play as well. All right, NHL.com has the shots 26-24 now. Yeah. Could even be more, I think. Yeah, no goal. They reviewed it. Again, I'm not even sure why they needed to review. It was pretty obvious that if the puck went over, it's because the stick pushed the glove over the red line, and you cannot do that. Just saw that the other day, again, in a shootout. All right, so Vejmelka saves the day for now. We're still squared away at 3-3. Face up. Oh, geez. We're going to redo the draw. Face off in the near circle. Still waiting. Stenlund wins it. Florida keeps it in. Dumps it into the near corner. We're back to 5-on-5. 16:50 to go. Third period. Pass to the slot, shot wide into the far corner. Florida has it still. Bennett got knocked down, but no call. So Mammoth look out. Pass to the far circle. Shot. Big rebound into the far boards. Mammoth chip it to center ice. Picked up by Ekblad and dumped right back in. Pass to the far circle. Shot. Big save by Vejmelka into the far quarter. Picked up by Schmaltz out to the neutral zone. Utah trying to get a quick change and taken and dumped in by Florida. Wait, we got a whistle at 16:07. What's the call here? Make sure we are live. It says we are on ESPN Plus. 27-26. Florida pouring on the shots. They lead now. Dump in. Under 16 minutes to go. Florida shot from the near circle. Saved again by Vejmelka. Maybe it was blocked. We'll see what they say. Yep, 28-26 shots on goal. Mammoth can't get anything going offensively. Shot to the far boards. Was wide. Into the far corner. Behind the net. Schmaltz didn't. Somebody got it out for the Mammoth. Over the red line into the O-zone, but Panthers jump on the puck. And Seth Jones takes it behind his own net and waits. Yeah, that was not a shot on goal. They took it away. Shouldn't have listened to the TV broadcast or watched it. Dumped in. Sent behind the Mammoth net. Up the near board. Skated out by Dursey. Over the red line. Into the O-zone. Drop pass to the slot. Far circle shot. Bobrovsky saved into the far corner. Battle for the puck. Finally dug out by, I think, Rodriguez. And at the neutral zone, Krause tried to dig it out. Panthers get it in. Shot. Big blocker save to the far side by Vejmelka. Battle behind the net. Far board sent out to the red line. Scooped up again by the Panthers. That's Belinsky's in his own end. They get a line change. Bring it to the red line and dump. Nope, didn't dump it in. Mammoth, there's Boot. He has it at the red line and he dumps it in. Chase behind the net into the near corner. Somebody lost an edge for the Mammoth. That was, let's see. All right, sent out by the Panthers up the near boards. Behind the net. Battle for the puck. Into the far corner. 28-26 shots on goal. Mammoth cannot get a shot. Sent down the length of the ice behind the net. Bobrovsky lost it into the near corner. Big hit. Centering pass goes to the far corner. Dug out. Taken behind the net by the Mammoth. Near circle. Back to the blue line. A blast. Wide into the far corner. Wait, did it hit the netting? What are they calling? I think so. 13-24. Or what's the whistle for? Yeah. Under 14 media timeout. Don't think there's a penalty. 28. Well, finally they say Utah got a shot on goal. 28-27. Hey, Dan C. Hello. Hi, Sinbin. Good game so far, by the way. Thanks. Thank you. Habs bringing up Fowler for starting goalie tomorrow night. Goaltending makes or breaks teams. Heck yeah. If you have good goaltending, you cherish it. If you don't have it, you're definitely seeking it. Wings have climbed back to Flames have climbed back to 4-3 on the Red Wings. Uyghur's second at 14:40. There's still 3:10 to go. Yeah, thanks, Dan C. So, yeah, the Habs tomorrow. We will have a Habs game next week. Where are the Habs playing? Oh, they're in Pittsburgh. Yeah, that should be a good game. But I'm doing Hurricanes Capitals, I think. Because I like the Canes and Capitals games have done well. All right. Welcome, DJ. Just pressed. Didn't see your message as you already deleted it. At any rate. Oh, you're welcome. Thank you for the compliment. And thanks for being here. And thanks for posting in the chat. I do appreciate it. Because sometimes I do feel a little lonely. It seems I feel like I'm flapping my soup coolers to myself. Soup coolers being the lips. All right, still no score. Kings Kraken. They're about to start the second. Not sure what they were showing on this replay. If you missed it, Hawks beat the Rangers 3-0 in Chicago. Again, 3:10 to go in Calgary. They've climbed back within a goal. Oh, pardon me. We did have a penalty. Dursey had a penalty, and I missed it. So let me pop that in. Panthers on the power play looking for the lead. Didn't see the dirt. And we got another call at 13:12. Uh-oh. No, wait, that's Dursey there. Okay, hold on. I got to delete this and re-add it. Got crossed up. NHL.com's ahead of my ESPN app stream. Yeah, I think Dursey did. That was a good call. Got him on the knees. Looks like they called him for hooking. Yep. Got Lusternin, number 27, across the knees. That was a good call. Utah coach didn't like it, but it's the right call. Took a shot away again. So I don't think any shots on goal. Oh, please go to the regular camera. Sorry I complained so much. I don't understand this above ice view. Can't see the numbers well. All right. Seth Jones kept it in. Somebody broke a stick. They went and got a fresh one. Panthers continue the power play. 12:50 to go. Pass to the near circle. Shot by saved by Vejmelka into the near corner. All the way to the far corner. Can't see the numbers. I think it's Marchand. And sends it down low. Far circle. Back to the blue line. Marchand. Near circle. Shot. I think it was wide. Kept in by Jones. Off the stick of Marchand into the near boards. We're still on this high view. Shot behind the net. Like, the score bug blocks the corner. Like, you miss some of the ice because of this camera angle. Jones tried to pass it on a dive. Shot, glove save, held on by Vejmelka at 12:02. 50 seconds on the power play. Shots 29-26. Yeah, that last one registered. Yeah, Bennett already has 2 goals tonight. Sent it from the far circle. May have hit the mask of Vejmelka before he smothered it against his chest. Far circle draw. Waiting on the linesman. Still waiting, and he just kicked out Reinhardt. Looks like Bennett will step in to take the draw against McBain. Come on, McBain, get this winner. McBain, nope. Kept in at the blue line by the Panthers. Seth Jones passed to the far side. Down to the far circle, in the slot. Deflected into the far boards. Seth Jones faked a shot. Oh, somebody fell down. Mammoth counter. Schmaltz into the near circle. Drop pass. Shot. Oh, man, I don't know if Bobrovsky made the save or if it just went high or wide. Seth Jones countered. They dump it in from the blue line. Picked up by Bennett behind the net. And sent around off the near boards. Kept in with 10 seconds. Ekblad pass. Rodriguez gets it back at the blue line. 5 seconds on the power play. Far circle, Shot deflected wide in the crease. Power play over. Back to 5-on-5. Kept in at the blue line, though. Puck stolen by McBain. Schmaltz has it. And he tried to dump it in, but it's quickly taken by Florida. They're trying to get a line change. That was a very weak dump in. It didn't even work. All right, sent up the far boards. Krause has it. Passes to the neutral ice. 10:40 to go. Let me try to speed up the clock. There we go. 30-26 shots on goal. Believe Utah has not gotten one on net that they've, kept in the scorebook. All right, Bachvist had it. Haven't called his name all night that I remember. Into the far corner. Puck in the far circle. Battle for it. Krause has it. Sent by Sergachev into the near corner and not kept in. But Mammoth have it. And that is Dursey. He gets it up ahead into the near circle. Believe that's Keller. Center to the far circle. Shot was briefly loose in the crease, but Panthers get it out of their own defensive end. 9:42. Now 9:40 to go in the third. Still knotted at 3 up. They just gave a shot to the Mammoth. Behind the net, Paterka lost it. Schmaltz tries to get it. Battle for the puck behind the Florida net. Free into the far circle. Sergachev's shot is blocked. No, make that Schmidt's shot blocked. Florida counters. Far circle. Block by Marino. Into the slot. Backhander blocked. I think that's Keller or Schmaltz. Long pass ahead to Marino. But that's going to be icing. 9:06 on Utah. As they're showing a replay. Man, Schmaltz had a breakaway, shorthanded. Drop pass. And then I guess, here, Schmaltz passed it. Did Bob make the save? No, it was blocked in front of the crease. Great play by the oh, man. I got to give praise to Marchand. Are you kidding me? Yep, Marchand blocked it with his stick, and it just went wide. McBain on the shot. Oh, no, it hit Marchand's stick and Bobrovsky's glove and went wide. Incredible. Good shot by McBain. It just didn't work out. Schwartz loses the draw. I'm sorry, Schmaltz loses the draw. Sorry about that. Into the near corner, trying to dig it out. Battle along the near boards. Kept in. Sent behind the net. Wraparound attempt. Went off the side of the net. Long shot. Don't think that got through. It's in the near corner. Under 8:40 to go now. Long shot again. To the far circle. I believe these are all getting blocked. I don't think they've registered a shot. And still in the attack zone for the Panthers. That's Ekblad. Another shot blocked. Rebound sent back to Ekblad. He sends it around the boards to the near side. Kept in, I think by Rodriguez. And dumped into the crowd. Did it get deflected? I assume so. At 8:12, we got the under 10 media timeout. Still all squared up at 3 apiece where we were at the end of the second period. 1 goal each first period, 2 goals each second period, no goals through almost 12 minutes of the third period. All right, catch. And Calgary couldn't complete the comeback. They were down 4-0, got 3 goals in the third and still lose by 1, 4-3. And even though they outshot the Red Wings 37-26. Oh, the Kraken got a goal. McCann, his 5th. Or is it McCann? McCann. 5th on the power play from Dunn and Stevenson. But the Kings are on the power play with 15:30 to go, middle period. All right. Excuse me, real quick. Well, I don't think we've gone through the numbers. Currently 27-23 face-offs Mammoth. 0-for-2 power play Florida. 0-for-3 power play Utah. 18-16 Utah hits. 14-13 block shots Utah. 14-13 giveaways Florida. 5-3 takeaways Florida. Again, game 2, final game of this 2-game series. Back in Florida, January 27th. All right, just about back from the commercial break. What are they showing in the crowd? Oh, Shaun White, the old Olympic snowboarder. I'm like, he looks familiar. He's in Salt Lake City, Utah for the Panthers Mammoth tilt. All right, 8:12 to go in regulation. We're all knotted up at, they gave another shot to Florida. Yeah, 31-27. Back underway. Mammoth send it down the far boards. They wave off icing behind the Florida goal or net. Taken by Seth Jones up the far boards. And I think that's Sergachev who dumped it in from the red line. Panthers pass it to the neutral ice. Bennett dumps it in backhand on net, steered aside to Sergachev. All right. And dumped in now again by the Mammoth. Shot from the far circle. Glove save. Bobrovsky looking to pass it, and he eventually froze it. 7:29. According to Utah TV, 32-28. Well, we'll see if NHL.com matches. Nope, they don't. How? I mean, that looked like that last shot was on net. 32-27. Seriously, we got to look at the shots on goal here. Game summary. We'll look at it next. I don't think Utah hardly has any shots on goal. I think they have one. Okay, TV still says 32-28, but not NHL.com. Florida carries it into the near circle, now near corner. Battle for the puck up the near boards. Ooh, a hit. Blue line, that was kept in? Are you kidding me? Thought we had offsides on Florida for sure. They take it in the far circle, far corner. Stenlund now scoops it up. Drop pass. Mammoth take it behind their own net and wait for the breakout. Now they say 32. Yeah. All right, shot by the Mammoth into the far corner, sent around by O'Brien, kept in. Stenlund looking, sends it to the crease area, but it's knocked behind the net. Kept in at the blue line, a blast, a big rebound, and Florida tries to catch up to it, but that is Marino as the Mammoth get a line change. He passes, deflected into the near boards. Near circle pass. Puck gets knocked free. Kept in at the blue line. Marino with the puck. Long shot. Deflected into the far corner. 6:10 to go. Panthers counter. 4-on-3. Into the near circle. Shot. Big rebound. And luckily steered aside by the Mammoth defense. Pass in the neutral zone. Mammoth carry it in. Near circle back. Oh, deflected. They tried to get it to Dursey at the blue line, and the pass got deflected. Behind the Utah net to Sergachev. Schmaltz gets it to the blue line and out. Florida counters. Marchand at the blue line. Pass off the behind the net, off the boards. Schmaltz clears it, I think, and now Florida takes it over on their own end. To the red line. To the far circle. Shot. Saved by Vamelka, and he hangs on and freezes it at 5:15. So we'll get the under 6 media timeout. Still all squared up at 3. This has got to be the biggest scoring drought for both teams in the game here. 34-29 shots on goal for Florida. Oh, yeah, real quick. Yeah, okay, now 3 shots. They had been stuck on 26. They'd go up to 27th and come right back down. I'm talking about Utah. 17-3 shots in the third period alone. So Florida doubled their shots in the third. Unbelievable. Houston Stallions and Wranglers. Had to do a little research, but how about Houston Generals? Houston is named after Sam Houston. Yeah. I always think, well, I think of the Washington Generals. That was the old foil team for, or the punching bag team for the, wasn't that, wait, isn't that the Globetrotters opponent? Or am I thinking it? Wasn't there a Generals team in the old USFL? Maybe I'm making things up. Sam Houston was a militia general, quote, back in Tennessee where he grew up. After settling in Texas, became a general, quote, for Texas. General Sam Houston. I'm digging. Yeah, maybe. It's better than Wranglers or Stallions. When I think Stallions, I think Wild Stallions or from Bill and Ted or, I think there was maybe a Stallions USFL team or I can't remember. All right, shots 34-29. Let's make sure we're live again on the app. It says we are. 5:15 to go in the third period. Face-off winner by Florida. Shot behind the net, more of a pass. Kept in on the far boards. Far circle, lost it, and Mammoth clear it. Dumped in again by Florida. Behind their own net, under 5 minutes to go. Up the near boards and out. Picked up by Seth Jones. He sends it ahead. They dump it in from the blue line. Actually, did it get knocked into the stands at 4:48? Probably on a deflection. New Jersey Generals. Yes, of course. Oh, no. Did we get... Okay, McBain. They do the behind the bench camera. I think it's the near side that they're going to the penalty box, and it's just McBain heading to the bench. New Jersey Generals. Yeah, and then Washington Generals, I think, is the opponent for the Globetrotters usually. I'll have to look that one up, though. But, yeah, New Jersey Generals. I think Herschel Walker was on that team. New York, and then they were like the New York, New Jersey Generals or something. All right. Another whistle, 4:33. Yeah, I just literally said that. That's exactly what I said. Good call. And I think Trump owned the team, right? Or part of it. Maybe not outright. I think that was his team. Or was he... I think that's why they were New York, New Jersey, because he bought a piece. All right, dump in by the Panthers from the red line to the far corner. Under 4.5 to go. And the Panthers in their own end. Paterka tried to get it out of the neutral zone. Durzee's there along the boards. Sent to the far circle, picked up by Ekblad. And it looks like Florida will get a line change. 4 minutes remaining in regulation. Red line dump in by Florida. Behind the net. Into the far corner. Out. And at the red line. Mikola, I think, dumped it in again. Side of the net, Vejmelka plays it to the far board. Scooped up by Gunther and cleared. Oh, the shot from the far circle. It kind of caught Bobrovsky off guard. I think it hit him in the shoulder. Nearly a pretty good shot attempt. They just could not get to the rebound. 3:20 to go. Regrouping in their own end. Marino passes to the blue line. Dumped in. Nope, stolen by, I think, Seth Jones at the red line. Counter, dump in by the... How was that icing? He was at the red line. Boy, I don't know, unless this is a penalty. How was that icing? Yeah, Bobrovsky made the shoulder save and then lost his balance. Florida really caught it hit the 72 on his shoulder. That's where he made the save. Wasn't like it was like here. It was on the top of the shoulder. And then he tripped forward. Was this seriously? Oh, I would love to see a replay. I don't think this should have been icing. I thought they were on the red line. McBain, let's see, who won the draw? Florida, back to the blue line. Yeah, they called icing because it's in their own end. All right, but Mammoth counter into the near boards. A lot of hitting going on. Somebody got knocked down twice. And face first into the boards. It was boot. Don't know why there was no penalty on Florida. Dump in by the Panthers to the far side. Picked up. Far circle. Far corner. Who is that? I think that was... Oh, that was Ekblad. Now the Mammoth have the puck. Glove down by Ekblad. Both teams getting a couple changes, and they dump. Florida dumps it in behind the net. Vejmelka is there. Under 2:15 to go. Pass gets away. Off the bench. Off the boards by the bench. Dursey sends it up. Schmaltz up the boards. Sent behind the Florida net. Peterka sends it up the boards. He was trying to get it to Dursey, who sends it back, but Panthers send it up the far boards. Kept in. Nope, Florida has it. Pass to Bennett. Near boards. Centering pass. Shot was wide. Wow. Into the near far boards. Far circle. And sent out by Utah. And Mikola gets it right back. He'll dump it in from the red line to the far corner. And Mammoth play it out over the blue line. Up the middle. They knocked Gunther down off the puck. And Florida clears it down into the near circle. Battle in the near corner. Somebody is down for the Panthers. Sergachev in the far corner. Can't get it. Ooh, he knocked somebody down. No call, fortunately. Kept in at the blue line. Under a minute to go. Shot and saved by Vejmelka. Wow. 56.6. That might have been Ekblad from the blue line. Wow. Did that hit the post? Marchand? Yeah. He hit the outside of the far post, the right post, from the near circle. Yep. So Vejmelka bailed out. Post is your best friend as a goalie. 56.6 to go. 35-30. Florida on the shots, meaning what they've got 18-4 shots on goal this period. Hayton against Lundell. Face off, won by Lundell for Florida. Far circle. Tough angle shot. They said no goal. Wait. Did he wave it off and then say goal? I thought it hit the far post. Nope, it's 4-3. Okay. I thought it hit the far post or the left post from the far side and went out. But they called it a goal. Originally, he waved it off. Oh, okay. I don't know why that was such a weird call by the ref. It clearly went in. Just flipped in by Lundell. The puck was going wide of the net. Off a save. And, yeah, nothing Vejmelka could do. The lefty goalie got beat glove side. Oh, it hit his glove. Are you kidding me? What a fortunate bounce to Lundell. I don't know. Looks like the Utah goalie coach called his timeout. All right, yeah, timeout. I don't think there's anything to review, but Utah timeout with 52 seconds. Man, what a heartbreaker if they can't get the equalizer here in the last 52. Under a minute. Yeah, it was a tough angle shot from the far side. It hit. So Vejmelka's a lefty. He holds the stick with the left hand. It hit his glove, took a perfect bounce, and Lundell tucked it in. Really nothing Vejmelka could do, near side. It got beat glove side. So, yeah. So the goal was by Lundell from Lusternen and Reinhardt. Lundell's 8th of the year. Stinking Panthers. All right, under 50 to go. And a quick whistle, 47.1. What was the whistle for? Oh, wait. Yeah, if they give up an empty netter. I hear you. Schmaltz against Lundell. Face off at center ice, 47.1. Puck gets loose. Picked, Vamelka's still out there under 40. I know, spoiler alert, NHL.com. Into Peterka, sends it behind the net. I'm assuming they've pulled him by now, despite Utah's TV not reflecting it. 25 seconds ago, now they acknowledge it. Florida gets it at the red line. Up ahead. Lundell sends it wide, though. He missed. Up the near boards. Only 12 seconds to go. They got to hustle if they want to get a shot. Dursey dumps it in from the red line. They're not going to get a shot. Right outside the crease. And that's it. That'll do it. I don't know if they got a shot there at the end or not, but Florida with the win on the road. They had 19 shots on goal to Utah's 4 in the third period. They get the only goal of the third. Lundell's 8th from Lusterinen and Reinhardt. Just a fortunate bounce for them. Here's the goal visualizer, if you could maybe see what I'm talking about. The goal is scored by Lundell. He takes the draw. There's a pass. Tough angle shot. Went off of Vamelka's glove, took a perfect bounce, and Lundell just hit it. It was, off the ice in the air and went in. Tough loss for the Mammoth. Florida gets the road win and did not give up the empty net goal. Marchand, okay. I thought he was chirping with a fan, but maybe he was talking to someone who was a Florida fan, not sure. All right, Florida. They chucked a rat on the ice, of course. Florida 4, Utah 3 final. Please be sure to hit like and subscribe before you head on out. Doing one or both does help with getting the channel recommended to other potential viewers, and this will in turn help grow the channel, and I thank you all for your support. 56% of the 39 votes were correct that Florida would win. And oh my goodness, glad I held on to the puck line. Yeah, have a good night. Yeah, you too. Thanks, Angel Garcia or Angel Garcia. Apologies. I still can't believe that puck. How did that take that bounce off the glove and go perfectly to Lundell? All right. We already kind of went through the stats, but we'll go through one more time. Lundell with the game winner, first star. Bennett with 2 goals, the second star. Gunther, the third star for Utah. 36-30 on the shots again. 19-4 in the third period. It was 26-17 shots on goal, Utah through 2. Unbelievable. 30-29 faceoffs, Utah winners. 0 for 2 power play, Florida. 0 for 3 Utah power play. 21-19 hits, Florida. 15-15 block shots. 16-13 giveaways, Florida. 6-3 takeaways. Rematch in Florida. Final game of the 2-game series. That is January 27th. One quick check of the scoreboard. Kings get the equalizer. Shorthanded goal by LaFerriere from Armia. Tied 1-1, 6:41 to go in the second. All right, hope to see you tomorrow. We will have doubleheader action in NHL. Hurricanes at Capitals, 6:05 Central, followed by Sabres, Canucks, 9:05 Central. Hope to see you soon. Sinbin Stream signing out. Wishing you all the best. Have a great rest of your Wednesday and have a terrific Thursday. Hope to see you tomorrow. Until then, take care, be well, and bye-bye.